Alright everyone, today we're checking out a new modded character by the name of ARACHNA. ARACHNA is a pretty cool modded character that also has a Tainted variant and a bunch of other stuff along with the mod. So in the ARACHNA mod, you'll find 10 plus new items, 3 new trinkets, 2 consumables, a new shopkeeper type, a new beggar, 20 new friendly spider variants, and tons of item costumes for the character. Now, as I'm sure you could probably guess just by looking at the character, the whole purpose of the character is spiders. One of the biggest unique parts of the character is that she starts with web hearts. Web hearts are a very interesting new heart type that are easier to break but release spiders upon being broken. Specifically as ARACHNA, the more web hearts you have, the more spiders will be released from your eggs, and the eggs are definitely the coolest part about this character. So you'll notice we have a pocket item called ARACHNA's Spool. Well, if we throw this active item and actually maybe hit someone, so if we hit someone with the active item, you'll see they get slowed down. And if they are killed within the web, they will spawn that spider sack there. I wanted to try to do it again, but I'm just bad at the game. And upon clearing room, you'll see that spider sack actually spits out spiders. This allows for some fantastic early game DPS. I mean, like, genuinely almost broken, because on top of normal spiders, I did mention that there are like 20 new spider types as well, although, by the way, flying enemies don't really get turned into spiders, so it's pretty sad. But yeah, there's 20 new friendly spider variants as well, and that is pretty damn cool. Some of them poison, some of them fear. They give random status effects and just do bonus effects in general. There is no list I could find of the new spiders, so I don't exactly know what every single one of them does for you, but you can experiment yourself if you feel like. The mod will be in the description below. So after carefully clearing that room, we managed to get 3 spider sacks to pop, and on top of that, you can see here we have a white and a red spider as well. So if we just walk in this room and let our spiders handle, you see the red spider blew up, which is pretty damn cool. I have no idea what the other spider did, but at the end of the day, it did damage, and that's all that matters. So one important thing to remember as you're playing this character is that all the spiders you get from the sacks are after room clear. So if you're going to fight a boss and you want to have as much damage as possible, make sure to get some spiders before you enter the boss fight, not trying to get them during it, because simply put, you will not get them during it. You will only get them afterwards. And I mean, also, the web that we just took damage, you saw that the web heart does spit out spiders, but unfortunately, even though it spits out spiders, that means we will get less in the future. But if we go into this room now, you'll see the slow, it basically becomes irrelevant for boss fights. It's not a bad thing, do not get me wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a really, really cool pocket active that has, like, tons of potential. But for boss fights, the slow effect will stop working very quickly because of how boss works with effects, and you're not really going to get any spiders out of it. Post-boss, you definitely could if the boss summons ads, but yeah. Also, you'll notice we did shoot poison tears at some point. I don't know if that was just a spider inflicting poison or you actually have poison tears. Once again, I couldn't find that listed anywhere, but last thing to note is that health upgrades give you web hearts. You cannot get red hearts with this character. So next we're going to move on to the Tainted version. Now keep in mind, if you install this mod, you will not have the Tainted version unlocked right away. There are commands to unlock it, but you do not start with it. However, the Tainted version is really freaking strong. So strong that my game crashed. Just incredibly powerful. Alright, so now that we're loaded in as Tainted ARACHNA without crashing, you'll notice that we start with 3 web hearts. And the web hearts are obviously good because the more we have, the stronger we are. But also we have 0.75 speed, which makes it really easy to get a hit. And considering these break in 1 hit, it is a pretty bad start in terms of HP. However, in terms of raw strength, this start is actually way better than you would think, because Divine Cloth is a different active item that, well, I guess pocket active item, that it behaves pretty similar to the other one, where it slows down enemies and will turn them into egg sacs upon being defeated. However, these ones have a timer, as you saw. Now, basically, according to the timer, you will just get better rewards. At least that's how I believe it to work. There is no exact mod page that says, like, to a T how everything works with this character. However, from what I've experienced, if you finish the room with that timer, like, near full, you will get a lot more spiders. This is also, like, pretty risky, because if it's a room like this, you'll notice that first egg sac we created, it's already almost gone. And obviously, if that timer ends, you're not going to have an egg sac at all. But look at this. One room, so much easier to hit enemies with the Divine Cloth, and we get a ton of spiders. The Divine Cloth just seems to be a much more consistent way to get the egg sacs and to spawn a ton of spiders. And on top of that, if you finish a room, you have a chance to spawn double spiders. And double spiders are a lot stronger than regular spiders, which can lead to some pretty fast boss melts. Right there, you'll see we spawned a double spider. Not only that, but actually a different variant of one. That's probably the Midas Touch one if I had to guess, but I'm not 100% certain. So we just walk into this boss fight. Obviously, it's Duke of Flies, who doesn't have much HP to begin with, but it's the first floor. We barely had to do any work there, and he's already dead. Now, the thing is, flying enemies still actually can't become sacks, which is a little annoying, but I understand why. And obviously, red health doesn't apply either. You just get more web hearts, which is in your best interest. So basically, Tainted Arachna is definitely a more sketchy character than regular Arachna. I mean, your Divine Cloth, while in my opinion better, allowing you to much easier hit multiple targets, it's also within melee range, and you have less HP and lower speed, so it's a trade-off, but the strength you get is just amazing. So yeah, overall, these characters are just honestly really cool. And once again, there's also several items to get added with this, just a bunch of new stuff in this little mod pack, and I think it's fantastic. I highly recommend you check out this mod. I mean, it's just like, it's such a simple concept, right? Kill enemies, get spiders, but the way they did it and the amount of attention and care that was put into this mod is super obvious. Like, it doesn't go over your head when you're playing this. It seems like something someone actually put time into, and I love seeing that. And also, it is a bit of a challenge. I mean, in one room, I lost most of my health trying to be greedy, going for spiders, but I love characters that are sort of gambling plays, you know what I mean? Like, your strength is there, but you have to work for it. I really like that. It's very hard to use Divine Claw without getting hit, especially at 0.75 speed, and genuinely, it's just so much fun. But yeah, that's going to be all. Let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested to see a full run with this character. I'm definitely going to be trying it out right after this recording, because I really have a feeling this character can spiral, especially since, obviously, spiders scale with your damage. It can probably get crazy. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you please, and I'll see you next time.